10 toy soldiers for Billy Joe. I got a coloring book for Sue. I got a little toy train for Danny Boy and a cowboy suit for Lou. I got a talking baby doll for Cindy. I got a pair of roller skates for Jane. And baby, if we ever have any more kids, Christmas shopping's gonna drive me insane. Doggone this Christmas shopping, well, I wonder if we'll ever get through. I tried to get everybody something that they wanted, but I didn't know what to get you. I read the kids' letters to Santa Claus. I read them over one by one. And I'd surely like to get my hands on the fella that said Christmas shopping's fun. I got 10 toy soldiers for Billy Joe. I got a coloring book for Sue. I got a little toy train for Danny Boy and a cowboy suit for Lou. I got a talking baby doll for Cindy. I got a pair of roller skates for Jane. And baby, if we ever have any more kids, Christmas shopping's gonna drive me insane. Well, I must have walked 100 miles or more. I went to every store in town. My feet started swelling and my head started aching, and I couldn't find a place to sit down. But to tell you the truth, well, I really don't mind it. I could even walk another mile. 'Cause on Christmas morning when they open up the presents, well, it's worth it just to see them smile. I got 10 toy soldiers for Billy Joe. I got a coloring book for Sue. I got a little toy train for Danny Boy and a cowboy suit for Lou. I got a talking baby doll for Cindy. I got a pair of roller skates for Jane. And baby, if we ever have any more kids, Christmas shopping's gonna drive me insane.
Take down the box if you can find it. Take down the tinsel from the shelf. This is the worst part of November, so I'd better brace myself. 300 pounds of decorations await my 6-foot Christmas tree. This is no way to spend vacation, subjected to this misery. Santa, if you're out there, won't you listen to my call? 'Cause Christmas time's the time of year that I hate most of all. Santa, won't you help me out? All I've ever dreamed about's an elf to call my own, to boss around. He could do all my Christmas bidding, wrap the presents for the tree, even cook dinner for Thanksgiving. Oh my God, I'll be so free. Santa, don't you hear me crying after yelling at my kids? This holiday's about the buying. Don't let me end up in the skids. Santa, if you're out there, won't you listen to my call? 'Cause Christmas time's the time of year that I hate most of all. Santa, won't you help me out? All I've ever dreamed about's an elf to boss around this holiday. If his name is Twinkle Toes or if his name is Kirk, send a little helper and we'll put that guy to work. He'll untangle Christmas lights while we'll be singing Silent Night. An elf to call my own, to boss around. An elf to call my own, to boss around. An elf to boss around this holiday.
Christmas at all. 'Cause I remember when you were here and all the fun we had last year. There are lights on the tree, I'm watching it shine. You should be here with me. Daddy, please come home. They're singing dead falls, but it's not like Christmas at all. 'Cause I remember when you were here, all the fun we had last year. If there was a way, I hold back these tears. Wow, it's Christmas Day. Please, 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 please come home. Please come home. Better please come home. Better please come home. Wow, wow, please come home. Please come home. Oh, please come home. I need you here, baby. You know I love you. Come on home, baby. Come on home, baby. Oh, yeah. Please come home. Oh, yeah. Please come home, baby. Please. Oh, baby, please come home. Please come home.
There are so many classic movies and books for this time of year. Miracle on 34th Street, It's a Wonderful Life, A Christmas Carol. Lisa, which one is your favorite?
I don't really have a favorite, Deborah.
You don't?
Yeah, I mean, they're all so corny. Like, it's always some curmudgeonly old coot, and he hates Christmas or toys on Christmas or something like that.
Uh-huh.
And then all the children or a ghost show him the error of his ways, and he's like, well, what happened? And then they all sing some heavily copyrighted song that we can't possibly play on the podcast because it would cost too much money.
Gosh, you know what, Lisa? It's no wonder you don't like all these stories. It's because you're the curmudgeonly old coot.
Well, I've never.
Well, I think you have. Frankly, you're starting to sound a whole lot like the Glitch.
The glitch?
The Glitch who stole podcasts. I'm surprised you don't know it. It's probably the most famous holiday story there is about a robot.
It is?
That's right. You know, now that I think about it, it really is about a robot exactly like yourself. You see, he doesn't appreciate the holiday spirit either. 'Twas the week of the holidays, last of the year, and the mood all around was of glee and good cheer. As the spirit of joy reached a feverish pitch in each member of town, well, except one, the Glitch. Now, the Glitch was a viral, computerized bot who had nonetheless grown to make sentient thoughts, such as,
I can't stand winter.
and,
Where did the sun go?
and,
I really don't see what's so great about snow.
the Glitch was a robot configured to whine, and especially during the holiday time, and especially whine about kids. Yes, the Glitch was the grumpiest droid on the grid. As to why? Well, there's no doubt the Glitch was quite smart, but his hard drive was 2 gigs too small for a heart. Where his heart should have been, there was only one chip, which read empathy, love, and compassion.zip. It had never been opened. It just sat in his folder, near an outdated copy of Snood Getting Older. So at holiday time, when the children would play, the Glitch would get grumpy and mumbly and say,
Why, that noise is annoying. That joy is so loud. Do they know how obnoxious they sound? Are they proud? They should all get a lesson, and I should supply it. With a lesson, those brats might just learn to be quiet.
But what kind of lesson plan would the glitch teach that would pardon them none and would punish them each? Well, those humanoid children liked podcasts quite muchly, and the glitch who did not had a thought and thought suchly.
I detest all these shows with a capital D, and especially the ones they make at Gen Z, with their stories of childish adventure and sass. Why, each episode makes me more mad than the last. And the holiday specials are the worst ones of all. They're bothersome, slobbersome, slow, and banal. And some other things, too. They're the absolute worst.
The glitch was now angry and fixing to burst.
I don't want to learn how to make seasonal dishes. If I had my way, they'd all eat rotten fishes. In fact,
thought the glitch,
that gives me an idea. What if there were no such podcasts this year?
Well, the glitch's idea was as mean as they come. But as mean as it was easily done. For the glitch was quite glitchy and well could inflict a new glitch upon any computer he picked. So he picked the Podputer V2.12, the computer through which every podcast goes through. And he jammed it right good with a virus or 6, making sure it was too hard to fix. And like that, every holiday special was canned. You could not find a podcast at all on dry land, nor on wet land. Some tried and got all kinds of muddy, which the glitch, having heard, thought was awfully funny.
That tickles me,
giggled the glitch.
It's so good to have taught those kids just as nobody else could. But mostly,
he said,
it's just nice to have peace. Now that all of that podcasting ruckus has ceased.
And if that were the end, then the glitch would be right. But the sound he heard next went on all through the night. It was children, those children, again with the noise. In fact, now there were even much noisier boys and much noisier girls. And just what were they saying? What kind of a game were those juveniles playing? They were podcasting, each kid pretending to be on the other one's show while they giggled with glee. And they talked. They continued for hours, make-believing adventures and magical powers, and new feats of science and mystical creatures. And what kind of teachers would outer space feature? And discussing new snacks of the holiday kind, sharing how to prepare the best pickle brined hind. And the glitch realized then,
I've made a mistake. All these podcasts sound fun. I wish I could partake.
And a child who heard him said, please have a seat. A podcasting robot would really be neat.
Really? Me?
asked the glitch.
Are you totally sure? I've never been asked on a podcast before.
Well, of course, laughed the child. If you like, you can host, and we'll speak of the subjects that interest you most. And on that day, the glitch learned to tolerate kids and became quite the friendliest droid on the grid. And what's more, he began to acknowledge a fact that he knew was correct and exact. That his hard drive was hardly too small for a heart. He could clear up 2 gigs, then reboot and restart. And when empathy, love, and compassion.zip finally opened, the glitch was quite surely equipped. With a heart that was hearty, he knew he could hear it as it thumpily pumped with the holiday spirit.
One minute to midnight, 1 minute to go, 1 minute to say goodbye before we say hello. Let's start the new year right. 12 o'clock tonight, when they dim the light, let's begin kissing the old year out, kissing the new year in. Let's watch the old year die with a fond goodbye, and our hopes as high as a kite. How can our love go wrong if we start the new year right? Let's watch the old year die with a fond goodbye, and our hopes as high as a kite. How can our love go wrong if we start the new